You think I don't know hoes? You think I haven't seen it? You think I haven't walked in the toilet and some bitch has got 5 dudes hanging out of her? This is the Western world. This is feminism. This is what all you white boys wanted. All you white men listening to women all the time, women get to opinions all of a sudden. This is what you built. Congratulations.
So you blame men?
Well, 100% I blame men because everything's men's fault because men are the only ones who can apply force to scenarios. Women can't apply force. Men apply force. If there's something we don't like, we apply force to the situation. We could force this away. We could force most things away. So everything's absolutely men's fault. And this came from, I mean, the feminism and the women's sexualization and the liberation, a lot of it came from beta males hoping to get some pussy. That's what it came from. Yeah, bunch of weak men, though. If we told girls to be hoes, I might get a little bit. Because the natural order of the universe is the big gorilla, top G, smart. I'm so fucking smart. The big gorilla, top G, has a bunch of women, and then the small gorilla has nothing. This is the natural order of the universe. It's actually kind of still like that in many ways.
No,
there's a guy with the yacht with 10 wives, and then there's a guy with no yacht with no wife. It's kind of like that.
It literally
but
is,
beta males didn't like that.
Either you got it or you don't. Like, there's no middle ground. It's like the guys at the top are truly getting all the hottest girls and getting the majority, or all the girls are chasing them. Meanwhile, you know, the average guys and even guys that like aren't all the way at the top, like they're fighting for the scraps. Man. It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. And that is hypergamy for you guys, man. That's why feminism is so devastating, because it's not just that feminism made it where women are in the workforce and consider themselves equal to you. What it's also done is that it's basically made a significant amount of men invisible. Like they're not even needed. And the thing also, I was reacting to Candace Owens. She did like a 20 verse 1 against feminists. And the reason why women fight so hard for feminism is to get the choice. And the reason why they care about having that choice so much is that they don't want to be saddled with a loser. Like they don't want an average guy. Like that literally, guys, feminism exists. Feminism literally exists because women don't want to be with average men.
They don't want to settle.
That's literally what it comes down to. Like, yo, I'm tired of being with this average guy that tells me what to do and he's not even all that. Like, I want to be able to work a job, and then if I meet an exceptional man, then he can tell me what to do. So that's what feminism is, guys. We're going to boil it down. This is like the kind of like a very bitter red pill right here. Feminism literally was created to keep women, because women thought, I deserve more than an average guy, even though they're average women. But, bro, you're never going to see a chick call herself average.
No.
It's not going to happen.
But men found a way out. They just said, okay, you know what? This is the game. Well, some men, fuck it. I'm just going to pay. I mean, it's not right, but that's what they do. And it's because that's the only solution.
Yeah.
What else can they do other than level up? But they don't level up. So it's kind of like,
yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah.
Or you go abroad.
The price is too much to play.
Or
right?
you go abroad to like Colombia or Brazil, and that's your other solution.
Do that.
So men are getting smarter to find ways to combat this. So
yeah. And that's at the end of the day, men are always going to have the last laugh because men are the ones that are, you know, with the ingenuity. So they're going to find a ways to get around female hypergamy, whether it's sex robots or, you know, moving to another country or whatever. Guys are going to find a way to, or just straight up just paying for escorts. Guys are going to find a way. So at the end of the day, it's the women that are going to end up fucking themselves up here.
Yeah.
Long term.
Old and single and no kids.
Yep.
So, all right.
Because I couldn't obviously compete with the top guy. So they've tried to push this sexual liberation, hoping to get a little bit of pussy, and it probably works a little bit. But society's destroyed by extension. If you want to look at society for what it is, because what is society?
Like the other problem too, guys got to understand, is if you leave women to their own devices and they have 100% autonomy, they're going to go for the best that they can get. Mm-hmm. That's the other thing too. Like he said, that the sexual liberation, the random guys thought that they would get laid. Yeah, for sure, a little bit. Some of that trickled down, but the reality, most y'all niggas are now, you guys are invisible. You know, that's really what it was. Monogamy and the way things were before ensured that even average men had sexual access. Now, cooked.
All bets are off.
Yep.
It's sad, but it's reality.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
Feminism actually only really hurts two people: average men, a majority of women, but it helps the highest status men. Because the women don't know it hurts them until it's too late. And then the men see the pain immediately. Because like they're not getting no bitches, nothing. It's tough to find a chick. They're getting rejected all the time. the women don't realize until they're 30, 40, damn, what the fuck? And then the people that are laughing all the way to the bank are the top tier guys.
Yeah.
Feminism, they don't know this. It inadvertently gave all the power and leverage to the top 3% of men. That's what it did. So, fucked it up for everybody else, though. We keep going.
Might as well enjoy it, bro. At this point.
Yeah, shit's crazy, bro.
What can we
Anything
do?
other than rearing and raising children. That's what society should be, I would argue. Society should be, the primary function of it should be, let's have kids so that we have a population. We have a population collapse in the West.
Yeah, I think they should have a choice. Like, I before used to think, oh my God, I really want kids, I want a family. But it's because I was so naive to what else was open to the world. I just thought, okay, I need to get married. I need to, have children. I need to get a good job. And that was what I thought life was. And then I was like, fuck, there's so much more to life rather than just staying in that, finishing school, going to uni, getting married, buying a house. And you just copy everyone else. Like half the shit we do is because someone else has done it.
Okay, Bonnie, so let me ask you a question. I agree with you that now that we've opened up female horizons with education, with jobs, with the capability of making money, with Instagram and all these offers they get to fly around the world and all these things, women don't want to have kids or they want to have kids later because they have a lot more options. I agree with you. But would you argue, if you were to look at it selflessly, not about the ant, but about the ant farm at large, that keeping women's horizons more narrow so they focused on rearing children would be better for society than the current society we're in, where we have to import a whole bunch of fuck knows who's into the country to try and maintain a population because the white people aren't even having any fucking kids because the white women are too busy sucking dicks in Magaluf.
Did you understand that?
To a certain degree, but I also couldn't give a shit.
Magaluf
The world's
is
going to
crazy.
shit anyway. So whether or not we've got more kids in it or not, it's fucked regardless. So just live your life the best. You're going to be dead in however many years anyway.
Fair.
So don't stress too much.
Fair. And this is what I like about Bonnie Blue. Bonnie Blue is my favorite. This is my favorite everything. Fair. Because what you just said, I understand and I agree with.
But it's selfish.
But what have I
But
said?
why should I not be selfish? Why should I give a shit about someone else that pays less tax than me, has, sits and complains, makes shitty TikToks about me? Like, I couldn't give a shit if your life's going to shit. By the looks of it, you live in a council house, you've got a couple of kids with different dads. I don't care. So why should I sit there and think, fuck, I should do something to help you? I don't care. I should focus on myself. And if more people did that, the world would actually be a better place. But they become so fixated on other people. I'm like, where's your life? Why are you not focusing on yourself? Like, look in the mirror, you're fat. Go and do something about it. Your teeth have that much plaque on it. Like, you're fucked. Like, there's no way out for you.
No, but what
Is this a good role model?
No, yes, because what Bonnie's saying is important here, and it's not about what she's saying, it's about the general attitude. Because what I want to make clear, the reason society was run by men for so long is that men have a different biological instinct to women, and we're prepared to suffer for the greater good. Women are not very good at suffering. Men are good sufferers.
Look back at the wars. There's so much evidence of it.
Well, of course. And also, let's just look at the normal family. You talked about these men who come and see you, right?
Yeah.
But happy wife, happy life is true. And the reason it's true is because if the wife is unhappy, everyone's miserable because she'll make sure of it. But if the man's unhappy, everyone else can be happy. He'll suffer. He'll sit with no sex. He'll go to work every day.
Yeah.
He won't see his friends. He'll be miserable. He'll be depressed. He'll still pay the bills. He'll still pay the taxes. And everyone else gets to be happy. Men are good at suffering. Women are spiteful sufferers. And for that reason, they struggle to do anything. They struggle to suffer themselves for any great...
If you were unhappy, you were married, would you just suffer and sit there? Or would you say, fuck this shit, suck my dick, this has to change?
So I think men sitting there and suffering with women is contingent upon their income and their status. So
Yeah, how about so?
if they have the money and the resources, they'll find a way to kind of deal with it, right? Like maybe they'll have the main chick, whatever, but have some sex with girls on the side, maybe get another apartment, something like that. But yeah, but most guys can't do that. They'll have to sit there with their annoying ass wife, with their kids, go to work every day, live in the same house, deal with the bullshit. But yeah, men are far better at, tolerating bullshit than women are. Because women, they'll leave the relationship if they're not happy anymore.
Yeah.
Women, there's a saying, men will destroy their happiness for their family, women will destroy their family for their happiness. It's not the same, right? Because and also it's also a byproduct of like society, where we encourage women to be happy, we encourage them to find the best guy that they can get, and like we also tell women all the time, like your happiness is paramount. Right, and then the way they interpret that is, oh, my happiness is paramount. Okay, fuck my kids and my husband. I can always just get my kids and they'll be good with me, even though she doesn't realize that not having a dad there is going to be bad for them. But yeah, man, I mean, this is why women initiate so many breakups, because they look at it like my happiness overrides everything. And then like all the institutions we had that used to shame women for being, whores, got rid of it, man. It used to be like the church would shame you if you divorced. Church is gone now.
Church, family, everybody.
Right? Like everybody used to keep women in check, but now these things aren't there to keep women in check. So since we don't have anything to keep women in check, they're outrageous now.
Bro, I'm sorry. If I get unhappy, nigga, I'm moving on to the next one. Like quite frankly.
Yeah.
But I'm not married.
It's because also because you have the means and resources to move on too.
Yeah.
Most guys don't, bro. That's the crazy part. Like most y'all niggas like are stuck in a problem that you're in because you're in a bad financial spot. There's a famous phrase, it's cheaper to keep her. The reason why that's a phrase is because if I get rid of her, it's gonna cost me more to be rid of her than it is to just deal with her.
Yeah.
So this is why guys will just sit there and just deal with it, because there's serious consequences.
When she moved in, when she marries you, you're tied because now that association is there.
Yeah.
And if you leave, there's a penalty for it.
There's the thing is that that's family laws that haven't caught up to the new world. Those old family laws implied or thought that women wouldn't be working or not be in a workplace, so they would disincentivize men, because their nightmare was like, okay, we don't want women getting married to these women. They work and take care of their kids at home. They don't enter the workforce. Then her man could just leave her high and dry and she has nothing. So that's why we have alimony. That's why we have child support. That's why we have all these things where it was all created there to disincentivize men from just leaving their woman high and dry. But feminism came. Women make their own money. They have their own status. But the laws haven't caught up to feminism. So women are still enjoying the benefits of this patriarchy type society where, men left but were penalized, right? While still being able to, have their own autonomy and get the money from the guy in the process. So that's why family court is so crippling to men, because it's playing by 1955 rules, but we're playing with 2025 rules now.
Also, just added to that point, also religion, because if you add in religion, you can't be, moving on, leaving your wife, which makes sense because you made a commitment. But then again, it's like, if she's not doing her part, then you're stuck.
Yep. There's literally, dude, there's no training wheels to keep women on point anymore.
Yeah. Only men.
Only men. Yep. Only men. The things that were there to protect women now are the shackles on men.
Yeah.
Because, the family courts haven't caught up. And they're probably not going to catch up anytime soon.
Well, it makes money.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Divorce court. Oh my God, bro.
Yeah. It's an entire industry,
Biggest finesse known to mankind for wealth transfers.
Yep.
Look at oh no. Well, he has a prenup, Jeff Bezos, right?
Yeah.
But
I was talking about that.
But I just wonder if what if she can bypass that some way or another?
Well, no, everything they get while they're together, she will get half of. Remember, the prenuptial just protects what they had when they came in.
Yeah.
But like everything else, like everything, marital assets, that's still going to be split.
But we've seen where people bypass that prenup easily. Oh, it's under duress.
Yeah.
Oh,
they got an ironclad when I looked it up today. They got a really good one.
It is ironclad,
but she's still.
You never know.
Yeah, I mean, she's still going to be entitled to anything they get from this point forward. Yeah. I think they got married this month or last month. Everything from this point forward, all the money he makes, whatever, she's going to get it. Now, I looked her up. She was $30 million net worth when she married him.
But hold on.
Compared to his $200 billion.
But that money, where'd it come from?
I think it probably came from her ex-husband.
Other men.
Yeah, probably came from her ex-husband.
I made a post on
They
X.
said she had an aviation business and aerial photography. Get the fuck up out of here, nigga. Come on.
I made a post on X, right? Remember,
she was a broadcaster too.
I was at inauguration. So people are always close to each other, from tech to businesses, yada yada. So they spoke about her actually and Jeff Bezos even before this happened, this marriage, right?
This was in January?
Yeah. And it's funny because this whole time, he got her from someone in a circle. So basically, her ex-husband introduced her to Jeff Bezos at a party or a function. And
also, they were talking about that she was having a relationship with Bezos while they were still married.
Now, hear me out. He put her on to business, obviously helping her out, giving her some money to start her stuff.
He probably helped her start her stupid-ass aerial photography business.
This is her coming up on a fucking W with Jeff Bezos, because now he's top of the food chain. The guy she had was a fucking millionaire too, for sure.
He was.
But this is next level. And I think as the apex predator, she won. Because even if
55.
It's an ironclad prenup, bro.
55.
Look at all that surgery, bro. That's what you're getting, nigga. You can get anybody. But her, man, that's just fucked up, bro. So I made a post on X. I said the biggest W in history for women, biggest L for men. Because at any day, even with a prenup, she won. So it's like,
Not only that, so the dumb bitches. Someone sent me a picture. Some girl got like 13K likes on Instagram for saying, "Look, ladies, don't let these podcasters scare you.
Yeah.
You can still find a guy even when you're older, bro."
some commented and said, "Oh, you don't know what you're saying. This is a bad post." I was like, "Bitch, you can't see what's happening because you're dumb." And it's like everything's happening in front of your face, but you can't see it. So,
And just because she got 1 in a million doesn't mean the rest of you dumb assholes are gonna get 1 in a million. Like, bro, women are so dumb and delusional.
Yeah.
Also,
one example.
nigga, she's worth 30 million. None of you bitches are worth 30 million.
But the question is,
What
how
the
she got
fuck?
30 million from finessing other niggas before?
Of course,
This
of course.
guy.
But the point I'm trying to make is like at least she was rich herself.
Yeah.
You
She
know
had
what I mean?
something.
She was rich herself when she met this nigga. Like, you bitches are old, ugly, and dumb, and you think you're gonna get a rich nigga to come in and rescue you. Yo, she would have been fine no matter what.
Yeah.
You know?
But again, divorce is one of the biggest wealth transfers we have today.
Of course.
Between men and women.
All the richest women in the world got it through divorce or inheritance, man. Bitches don't, man.
But this is the predicament we have money and you're a guy. Getting married is like a business move that if it fucks
I don't
up,
know
bro.
why the fuck he even got married to her. You know what? I know why. What am I? I'm lying to myself.
Yeah.
I know why. She probably bullied his ass to get married.
Of course. Because think about it. They're already together. Why we need to tie the knot through a marriage?
100% for her. And she shot some little dumbass video. Didn't mention this nigga once.
Yeah. But I'll be honest, bro. Honestly, looking at it from her standpoint, respect, because she got what she wanted.
Oh, yeah. It's a big W for her. Huge W for her.
Yeah.
$50 million wedding, bro.
I can't even hit on you, bro.
What the fuck?
But hey,
How you spend $50 million to marry a 55-year-old? That's crazy.
$1 million for every year.
Bro.
$1 million for every year.
Yo.
You know what? You survived this long, bitch. Here you go. And it's like, bro, for what? Bro,
Bitches-
Botox filled,
Bitches
lip
older
filler,
than the amount of millions you spent.
friggin' Bugatti face. I'm like, bro, how much you think her face costs? Add it up. Her face costs. Add it up.
I'll say this. I saw a video of her in 99. She looked somewhat similar. So she does have good genetics. But yeah, bro, 100%
Bro, but
surgery, all that shit.
But then you don't need that much surgery, though.
Yeah, she probably spent easily an M on her body. Easily.
Bro, Bugatti face, bro. That shit's crazy, dog. Hey. When you
Easily
see her
spend
on
$1
the,
million.
hey, guys, you see her in the post?
Not more.
Call her Bugatti face. That's how you get them.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, bro.
The Botox and lip injections and the wrinkle-free shit.
I need a natural beauty.
But I guarantee her vagina's still dry.
Cobwebs,
Let's call it. Let's be honest here, bro.
Cobwebs, nigga.
Bitch has menopause, man.
Yeah,
She don't
bro.
even get wet no more.
Bro, okay, hold on. If you were just
Like, you could push the clock back. Like, what? And you guys think I'm kidding around when I say, yo, stay away from these old bitches, bro. The reason why I tell you guys to stay away from these old bitches is because number one, they're stuck in their ways. Number two, they're not gonna be as hot. And then number three, bro, the piping is rusty at this point. Like, it's like,
Piping is rusted.
yo, like,
Past the 40-year inspection.
bro, even if a girl goes to the gym and takes care of herself, like, you can only push the clock back so much, bro. There's women out there that are 35 that look like they're 25. Cool. But at the end of the day, you can only go to the gym and eat well for so much. 55, bro, yo, she's way past menopause.
also,
Way
Pissing out,
past.
she pissing
on
out
the
baby powder.
point of genetics itself, I'd argue you don't need surgery. If you have good genetics, you can bypass 30 easily and still look pretty similar. But to add on surgery now, bro, that's not good genetics, bro. That's like her trying to fix the clock, but it's going too fast anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever.
The whole beauty industry is about turning the clock back.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I always laugh when old women try to sit there and say age is nothing but a number. Bitch, when you look at all the cosmetic surgery, you look at all the makeup, etc., it's all to preserve youth. That's what it's all for.
Yeah.
Right? The full lips, the skin, getting rid of the wrinkles, right? Making the tits sit up. It's all in a way to basically manufacture youth. So a woman try to sit there and say, oh, age is nothing but a number, or my age don't matter, blah, blah. Yes, it fucking does. Because the entire beauty industry is there to allow you to create the facade that you're younger than you really are.